WOCA. Ocala.
All right, 5 minutes after 9 o'clock, it's time for Professor Gadget, also known as Jim George. It's like Mother Teresa. She wasn't born with that name. Nope, her mother didn't say, you know what, I'm going to name this baby Mother Teresa. Jim's mother didn't say, no, this is going to be Professor Gadget right here. Jim, this is going to be Jim.
The Jim.
Jim George. Two first names.
Exactly.
How you doing, Jim?
I'm doing good.
1 week from today, it's Christmas time.
1 week
Christmas
from today.
Day.
Christmas Day.
It's Christmas time right now, don't you think?
I'm very happy about Christmas time. I'm just overworked. I'm not ready to enjoy it, but it's beautiful time. And it's going to be nice and cool tonight for people who want to have a nice, cool weather. Christmas time.
I'm guessing you have a lot of people who call you about installing things after Christmas. Do you get them before Christmas?
They call before Christmas to ask if this model is better than that model.
Oh, advice.
And then they call after Christmas to say, okay, I got the model you told me. Now what do I do?
How do I hook it up?
Most of the time we can walk them through it over the phone. Sometimes we have to physically go there because they're such novices on their computers or whatever. They just feel frightened. And once they see it done, they go, you charged me for that? I said, I tried to tell you over the phone, but you wouldn't listen to me.
That's funny. So now, not to get too personal, but we've met one daughter. How many children do you have?
I have 3 daughters.
3 daughters. Do they all live nearby?
Nope, I have one that lives in Boone, North Carolina.
Oh, that's right, Boone, yeah.
And she's got...
I love Boone, by the way.
She's got a degree in psychology, and she streams online and watches me.
Does she?
Yeah,
She's watching right now?
I believe she is.
So do you get to see... Well, you go up to Boone a lot, don't you?
We did go to Boone a lot, but then after I sold the cable system there... See, I sold the cable system, and then she moved there. If she had told me she was moving there, I would have kept the cable system, and I could have visited her, because I was up there at least every other month.
So are the 3 girls close in age to each other?
3 years apart, exactly.
3 years. Oh, wow, that's
Nice.
a long way.
Yeah.
So while one was 3, the other...
That was my wife's side here, not mine.
The other was
by the way.
12, right? Yeah.
I would have had them days apart. But
Right?
9.
369. Oh, 369. What am
Yeah,
I thinking?
3 apart.
369. So do you remember being up late the night before Christmas putting things together?
No, I do it way in advance.
You do?
I'm kind of ready for it. You know, I'm not a
me.
procrastinator. I don't like last minute.
So the dollhouses of the future or of now have these little flat screen TVs in them. Have you seen them? They actually work.
I think.
Wow.
I think I have seen
I want one.
advertising on TV for them.
Yeah, it's amazing. I mean, when they say they work, I don't know to what extent. I don't know if they get every channel, or if it's just a fake picture.
Or on Wi-Fi. Maybe they work on Wi-Fi.
I don't know.
I remember that I think it was Monday. I caught your program late because I was inside buying some parts, and you said, "I'm going to hold this article for Friday until I see Jim
I
George."
sure was. What was the article? Do you remember?
What was the
I don't remember.
because I didn't catch it. I just,
Oh, no. Okay, I'll find it.
All right.
it. Thank you for
it
reminding me.
was something that you wanted to ask.
I sure did, yes.
on your
But we want to remind everybody about
I'll look it up.
plugging in too many things to
Maybe.
the same outlet.
Yeah, that's my
fire
problem.
hazard, right?
I mean, we did this last year. Believe it or not, I actually had people call me after Christmas to tell me, excuse me, that they had a problem where they plugged too many things in, and it took out their multi switch. You know, you can have like 6 plug-in device and an 8 plug-in device.
Yeah.
Actually burned that up because they had so many things burned in. I mean, on it at the same time. Lights on, different strings of lights, a music box plugged in like a CD player.
Right,
All these items going at the same time. The TV on, watching something on the TV. And so they wanted to know, is there a more one? Those devices that are multi-strips to plug things, they're not meant to handle over like 3 to 6 amps. Mm-hmm. You know, now your outlet handles 12 amps.
Oh, okay.
If you can buy a 15 amp outlet that goes in your wall, but they shun against that if your wiring won't handle the 15
Right.
amps.
Yeah.
If it's got a 12 amp there,
Mm-hmm.
that 12 amp device is hooked to other 12 amp devices that go back to a breaker that's a 20 amp. So the maximum that all those outlets can draw is 20 amps. If you put a multi-switch on and plug 6 things, and each one draws like 2 to 3 amps, you can see that device, which was only geared for 6 amps, is now drawing 12 amps just through it. And the outlet will only handle 12 amps. And so there's a fire. Something's going to spark and break.
Yeah, because I plug mine, that thing, in with the different things. I got 3 plugs there, and on the outlet, the little notch above where I plug that in, then I'll plug in another thing. So is that okay, or should I not do that?
No, if you're saying you plug a maximum of 4 items in, thereabouts, if you're plugging in something that works on milliamps, what works on milliamps? Your cell phone charger, a little small CD player. If you plug
I have little houses with lights on them under
yeah,
the tree.
those are probably very, very low amperage.
Oh, okay.
But if you were plugging in a light strip or outside light, you know, like you want to light up your yard, so you have 20,000 amps. So you have all these lights, and they're all coming back to the same outlet. No, that outlet's only rated for 12 amps.
Oh, okay.
So a lot of the times we use the for these like the little things that like to recharge your phone.
Exactly.
So those are small. They don't use much. Okay.
Those are milliamps.
So you're talking about and a TV of today uses a lot less electricity than a TV of yesterday, right?
Right. But you know, some people they have like a 200-watt bulb, and in front of the 200-watt bulb they may have one of those old wheels that were red.
Oh yeah,
blue,
the color changing
and they
one.
change.
Yeah.
And it's a real bright light that's on the outside. That thing's drawing a ton of current, a ton of power.
Yeah.
You plug that into the same strip. You have your 3 lights plugged in, your cell phone charger, everything. That one device is pulling more than the whole outlet can design.
Oh.
So I found the story that I said I wanted to hold for you. Ready?
Right.
On the morning of January 1st, 2016, anyone with a cell phone more than 5 years old will be unable to access the encrypted web, which includes sites like Facebook, Google, and Twitter. What is the encrypted web? What is that?
Boy, I should have brought my ID guy with me.
Okay. We don't know that
Did you
one.
have a chance to ask your Verizon gentleman?
No, we haven't seen him since this came out.
You haven't seen him?
No.
He comes in the first Wednesday of each month.
He might be encrypted. I'm thinking that, as you know, the federal government is trying to do something with ISIS and a few other things, and everything's encrypted right now.
Okay.
And they're trying to unencrypt it so they can break those codes. So is there any other story besides that one-liner?
Well, it has this. It has websites are encrypted through what is called a cryptographic hashing algorithm. Almost sounds like Al Gore, doesn't it?
Right. Algorithm.
Basically a code that the website you're visiting is putting into that. What? Is then translated by your browser, providing the site with the real deal. The problem is that the current version, called SHA-1, is no longer safe, according to researchers who announced it in October, so they're changing it January 1st.
Right.
So
there will be a downloadable fix for that, so you can still use a more than 5-year-old
You think?
phone. Yes, there'll be a downloadable fix. But the idea is they're wanting you to buy a new cell phone, not just because they want to sell cell phones. As you know, cell phone prices have basically come down in price, unless you are getting the $600 one, and like my cell phone's $100. If I lost it right now, it just cost me $100, and it does everything. It surfs the net.
Do you get your contact list back when you get a new phone?
You do.
See, I think we don't. I think if we lose our phone, we lose our contact list.
Yeah, I have to put it all in manually.
No, you should not. You should not.
Really?
It goes right. They do it in the store for you. When you buy the new one, they move all the contact list over right then and there.
Okay.
The only difficulty that may arise is your contact list may come over twice.
Oh, okay.
Because what it does, it verifies it, and when it verifies it, it does it again. And so you have to go to every one of your contacts, delete, because you have it down twice.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Okay, let's take a little break. We'll be right back. If you have a question for Professor Gadget, maybe a gadget you bought for Christmas, maybe one you got as a gift already, maybe it was an early gift, and you don't know quite how to use it, this is a good time to call 622-9622. Plus, if you want to refurbish a computer, Jim does that as well. We'll be right back.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. Friday will be mostly cloudy with a couple of showers around through the morning and early afternoon hours. Breezy and turning cooler with temperatures in the upper 60s to upper 70s around the area. Clearing tonight and turning colder. Lows ranging from the upper 30s and low 40s well inland to the mid-50s along the coast. For tomorrow, mostly sunny and breezy with highs ranging from the mid-60s to the lower 70s. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
Hi, this is JP from Penn Flooring here in Ocala. I would like to invite you to come in and visit our spacious showroom where we have solutions for every style and budget. From wall-to-wall carpet to hardwood floors and tiles, we have an unsurpassed selection of flooring. At Penn Flooring, we've provided quality customer service with a family touch for over 25 years. Visit our website at pennflooring.com or come by our showroom, 1201 Southwest 17th Street, just over the bridge. Penn Flooring, quality customer service with a family touch.
Hey, Matt, I know Sunrise Automotive does auto stuff, but I need some tires for my truck. Can you recommend someone?
Yes, I can. We do that.
No, I mean, I need them installed and balanced and all that.
Yep, we do that.
Well, my son needed his windows tinted.
Yep, we do that.
I need my
too.
seat replaced.
Yep, we do that too.
I need a new roof line, a new spoiler, and a new trunk.
We can even do that too.
Okay, I get it. I suppose you can also do a radio show too, huh?
Well, as a matter of fact, join me every Monday at 10 for auto repair with personal care here on The Source.
Of course you do.
Here's what you may have missed on the John Tesh Radio Show.
So how can watching a scary film make you happier? When the scary, heart-pounding moments end, we get a surge of feel-good chemicals, which can leave us feeling happy long after the movie is over. The study finds we can save 40 cents per gallon on average buying milk at the drugstore. The first step in breaking a hair-pulling habit is to simply be aware of it, because most habits are done unconsciously.
Intelligence for your life on the John Tesh Radio Show. Don't miss this stuff.
Hey, I'm Gary. And I'm Eric. Did you know that Red Eye Radio is on WOCA The Source every night from 2 to 6 a.m. and it's live?
That's right. No tape shows here.
We know that the news doesn't sleep.
And neither do we. So we're here with you live from 2 till 6 a.m. every weekday. Call us 866-90-RED-EYE. So join me, Gary McNamara.
And me, Eric Harley, every weeknight to discuss the latest in news and entertainment.
Right here on WOCA The Source.
Good credits, bad credits. It's none of our business because we're not an auto dealer. We're not a bank. We're not your mother. We're OcalaForSale.com. Marion County's marketplace for cars, trucks, and SUVs. We've got thousands of sellers standing by to take your call. No middleman. But hurry, don't walk, don't run. Just sit down and log on to OcalaForSale.com. Prices and inventory change daily. Offer does not include dealer upcharge. Undercutting, rust-proofing, factory surcharge, or delivery fee. See website for details.
All right, 18 minutes after 9 o'clock. Jim George is here from, what is it called again? American Cable Services. I was going to say from Professor Gadget. But
And Media in Motion.
And Media in Motion, yeah. We don't talk about that a whole lot. What is that actually?
Media in Motion is our IPTV delivery network. So we're going to deliver media, multi-forms of it, that is pay-per-view, subscription TV, live TV, through the internet to your home. So it's media that's in motion over the internet.
Oh, neat. You know, there was a gadget the other day that I saw that I wanted to tell you about. We were talking about it on the air. There's a boat for sale. It's a remote-controlled toy boat, 17 inches long, and it'll fish for you.
It's cool.
It can catch up to a 2-pound fish, and then you can drive the boat back in and bring the fish in. But I said to Rob, what if it's a 3-pound fish? It'll pull the boat out to sea.
Forever, gone.
Yeah.
And what does that cost? Buy a boat.
$69 is what it costs.
It's cool, but it's got a 40-foot telescoping pole, so as soon as you snag the fish, you can grab the boat, and if you got to fight it a little bit, well. So
it's a glorified bobber. Instead of you casting out, the boat goes out 30 feet from the shore or whatever it is, and sits there. And then when the boat starts to sink,
right,
you pull in, and I got a fish.
Yeah, it's cool. I like it.
I don't know about all that. Oh man. So we were talking about backing up your computer.
Yes,
right?
Backing up, and you have these ideas up in the cloud or something?
Yeah, so you know how twice a year you change the batteries in your smoke detector?
Uh-huh.
You know, when you fall back and you go forward, fall and spring. It's a good idea now to look at the first of the year to back up your total computer in the cloud. So there's a company, I believe it's called backup.com. I'll let you know through an email Monday that you can reshare with the listeners. But for $5 a month or $50 a year, you can back up hard drives, your entire hard drive, multiple hard drives. They don't care how much data you put in it. It's $5 a year. Now, from my wife, who has
That's
three
$5 a year or a month?
A month, excuse me.
Oh, a month,
$5
okay.
So from my wife, who has 3 external hard drives that are like 1 terabyte a piece,
Uh-huh.
I was telling her, just go ahead and send all of those to the cloud and take these hard drives offline, and then go and look at what you downloaded, and then do your naming. This is 1967. This is whatever it is. And then when you want to find it, it's right there. It's this, everything that you have on your hard drive will be backed up.
Does that include programs?
It does include the program in the sense that the program is there, but it won't operate until you give it a code. In other words, if not, then Robin could download from, you give her the password, she goes to your site, she downloads the program you purchased, and then she would have it on her computer.
Okay.
To stop that, you have to have the code.
Because we have a deal, too, with iCloud, right?
Yes, iCloud.
iCloud, and I think we have way more than we need. I think we pay $10 a month, but I don't think we need as much as that gives us at all. But it won't take, like, I couldn't put the program that we use for recording music. All the files that we create with that program can go up there, but the program itself won't go up there. As far as I know.
Well, here's what I was told by my IT guy.
He's a nice guy, too.
When you get a program, instead of loading it on your computer, load it on an external hard drive. Now, the program is not on your computer, it's on your hard drive. Then, every time you want to open that, whether it's Microsoft Office that has Word and Excel, you hook up your external hard drive, or it's already hooked up, and then you click on it, and it comes into your computer. You can do all your files. So you're going to save your files and the program itself on a hard drive. When you change computers, instead of having to remember what's my password for this or that, it's on the hard drive.
Oh, okay. That's always good to know.
So theoretically, if you back up the hard drive in outer space, in the cloud, you have it all.
Oh, wow. Yeah, because I have
That makes sense, yeah.
standalone.
That'd be good for Doug, by the way. He always forgets his passwords.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
He does.
Yeah. So there's just a lot going on for Christmas. People out there shopping today, and I hope they're driving and being safe and not listening to too much hip-hop music.
Yeah.
Hey, I go down. Have you ever been at the stoplight and you're parked and there's a guy in the front seat or a woman in the front seat and their arms are waving and thrashing and they're jumping up and they're listening to music? Unbelievable.
Yeah,
And you can hear it.
But that was us when we were younger, too.
I don't know about all that.
You don't remember that?
I remember turning the volume up.
I bet you did.
But I don't remember.
I bet you were jumping, bouncing. I bet you were speaking in a high-pitched voice to your girlfriend.
That must be my long-term.
Hey, baby.
That must be my long-term memory lapse. I think when you reach 70, it's downhill from that point.
Well, now that television sets are being equipped with access to the internet, can you hook up your external hard drive to your TV set itself? Because they run on Wi-Fi now, and then you can go look at your email and all that different stuff on your television.
Well, it does access the internet, but you'd have to have an app. The answer is, I believe, yes, an app to go get it. It's not just because you have things plugged into your TV or plugged into your internet doesn't mean you have access to them until you have a route to get to them. So you'd have to have an app that you double click on it, and that's your hard drive, and then what was in your hard drive. But keep in mind when they call them smart TVs. Of course, I bought mine 2 years ago from Sears, as we talked about. I bought on Black Friday.
I remember that.
The RAM, the power that's inside that TV is not very much.
Oh, okay.
You can't open up 2 and 3 screens at a time like you can do, let's say, on your computer and things like that. So if you stream even Netflix direct, a lot of times you'll have pixelating and such. It's not your network, it's the TV. It just doesn't have enough oomph to
By the way, I had a couple of calls from people asking me about the antenna that you featured last week. And the one question I didn't have the answer to was ESPN. I said, I don't think it would get ESPN, but I might have been out of line. Is there a over-the-air ESPN? Or do you have to get that through cable?
There are over-the-air USAs and ESPNs because ABC and ESPN and Disney are owned by ABC. Disney owns ABC, USA, ESPN. So when I was in Charlotte, North Carolina, there's an off-the-air channel that's a local. I mean, it's a 24-hour day ESPN.
Right.
All right. But if you're asking me in our area, can you pick up ESPN? And one gentleman said he bought an antenna and he could not get Fox. He didn't want Fox Network.
Right.
He wanted,
okay.
He wanted Fox Business News.
Okay.
All right? No, you only get what's in your area. But if there's a lot of places you can go to, I'll bring in the names Monday, and you type in 33471 or whatever our zip code is, and it will tell you every channel that's available.
Oh, is that right?
In your
nice.
area.
And you could take this camping if you had like an RV. You could take this. Really?
Yep. No matter where you go.
With the antenna.
The antenna, just take it with you, hook it to your TV, and whatever's in that area, you'll get. It'd be remarkable.
Now, how do RV people normally get TV? What do they have? A dish antenna, and then you'd have to have a monthly service bill for that, right?
That's right. They have dish or direct. One of the two. Yeah. Yeah, I go to all the RV parks I go to that I maintain their cable TV system. They own it, let's say.
Okay.
When you see a coach pull in or even an overnight stay, many of them have the direct TV. They don't always open it up and aim it because they're only there for the night, so they'll do the hookup that the park gives them free.
Oh, really?
Which
That's
might
cool.
be 20 channels for the night, something like that.
Sure, what do you need? You just want to know the weather for the next day's drive, right?
that's all.
And you have a phone call, Jim? Good morning. Thank you for calling. You're on the air with Jim George.
Yes, good morning, guys. Jim.
Yes.
Hey, right after the first year, I'm going to come and visit you. My contract is running out with my satellite, and I can't be any happier. One little quick question: do you have do you sell the recording boxes that go along with your setup?
Okay, well, we haven't launched yet to the general public our IPTV. Right now, we're doing it in Ocala Palms only, and it'll be about this time next year before it's for the general public. But the outside antenna that you heard us talk about last Friday, that device will give you close to 50 to 60 channels that you can watch. And of those channels, you'll have Me TV, My TV, This TV, if you're familiar with those, Cozy TV, Escape TV, which means those are 24-hour-a-day movie channels. They're mostly in black and white. They're the older movies, but they do have some, let's say, channels that are 3 to 5 years old, and they're in standard def. So if you have a high-def TV, they'll still fill the screen, but they will not be high def.
I'm kind of interested in not so much in movies, but in sports, all the ESPN channels, and of course the Weather Channel, and the CNN and stuff like that. What would be the deal on that?
Well, they will be available at the same time. You can't get those off the air right now. And if you haven't heard yet, maybe no one's heard yet, I'll just give you the news. DirecTV announced yesterday that they're hiking their price by $5 a month.
Wow.
So if you're a DirecTV customer,
really?
you will get a notice that your price is going up $5 a month. No extra channels, just going up $5 a month.
So your availability is going to be about this time next year when I could hook up with you guys. Huh?
Exactly. Like I said, we have about 60 some odd channels, but until we get our electronic programming guide and everything else where it looks perfect and you understand what it is you're viewing and what time it's on and such, we don't want to issue it, or you'll be calling us saying it says this is on and it's not, that's on, and so we got to wait. Well, have a Merry Christmas anyway, even without it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you for the call. So we will see you next week. You said you're coming on Christmas Day.
I think I'm going to come in Christmas Day, yeah. Like I said, the family's usually always in. I do a lot of cooking, but my wife has asked me not to do so much, so I said, okay, I'll get up early. I'll put the turkey in the oven and so on and so forth. I'll come in and visit with you. I'll go back. And
by the way, did you know that the turkey is the most recently killed animal that you eat? There was a story the other day.
They're recently killed. By that, I mean it's
when you're looking at a turkey on your plate, it was alive probably maybe 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
A cow might have been killed a month ago. Summer sausage was probably 10 years ago.
So the roadkill doesn't count.
Roadkill? No, that doesn't count.
Right.
That doesn't count. Yeah, that was alive this morning. Yeah.
It's still out there.
Squirrel soup. Yeah.
Yes.
Our neighbor comes over and shoots squirrels and then cooks them and barbecues them in our.
We got a recipe in the WOCA cookbook, by the way, for squirrel.
Yes,
there
we
go.
do.
Yeah.
Mary provided
never tried
that.
it, but we have it.
All right.
Thank you, Jim. So we'll see you next. We'll see you on Christmas.
Well, you'll see me on Christmas.
That's awesome.
Nice.
Tell everybody else in your family we said Merry Christmas.
I certainly will. Thank you.
We'll be right back. This is WOCA Ocala.
Fox News Radio, I'm Pat O'Neill. President Obama heads to San Bernardino today to see the families of the 14 killed in this month's terror attack. Jennifer Thalassinas, whose husband was a victim, wants to tell the president
when he's making decisions about radical Islam and about Israel that he